Welcome to the Vitality Vibe Lab. I'm Dr. Laura Schwint, a leadership coach obsessed with the nervous system and a believer in success that actually feels as good as it looks. Most people chase productivity, performance, revenue, but your internal state is the real engine behind all of it. Inside every episode, vitality, nervous system, mindset, meaningful success, distilled. Because long before anyone reads your resume, your vibe walks in first. This is Vibeology. Welcome to the lab. Your best hygienist or assistant didn't quit because of just the workload. They typically quit because nobody in the office really feels safe. And if you're a dentist, practice owner, a DSO leader, I need you to sit with that for just a second. Because new numbers just came out. More than half of dental teams, 54%, are burned out right now. Hygienists are the highest at nearly 61%. And when you ask what's actually driving it, the two biggest reasons aren't too few benefits or not enough pay. They're workload and toxic culture, almost tied. And here's what no one's saying out loud. Those two drivers have something in common. Neither one can be fixed by the person burning out. You cannot self-care your way out of a room that doesn't feel safe. And you can't mindset your way out of a nervous system that's been in fight or flight since 8 a.m. Now, I practiced dentistry for years before I became a coach, and I want to be blunt. I used to think that burnout was a personal failing. Mine, my practice, my teams. I thought if we just worked harder, cared more, pushed through, it would resolve. It doesn't. Because burnout isn't a mindset problem. It's a systems problem wearing a mindset costume. Your nervous system doesn't lie. When a provider is dysregulated, the assistant, she speeds up to match. The front desk absorbs it. And most importantly, the patient feels it before they even sit in the chair. And that's not anecdotal. That is basic nervous system science. Co-regulation runs both directions. Your team is mirroring you, whether you meant for them to or not. So if burnout is systemic and relational, the fix has to be too. So not a pizza party, not a wellness newsletter that nobody reads, not an occasional spa day. Leadership that's actually regulated enough to lead. This is the shift that's happening across coaching right now. The move away from pure mindset work into what the nervous system needs first, because safety needs to come before strategy. Not safety instead of strategy, but safety as the prerequisite for it. You can't execute your growth plan, your hiring plan, your culture rebuild from a dysregulated state. It'll leak out sideways every time. So here's one thing that you can try before tomorrow's huddle ends. Ask one real question. Not any questions, not everyone good, but what do you need today to show up well? And then listen. Or what would make today feel like a win for you? 30 seconds of a real question changes the nervous system chemistry of the entire room before the first patient even sits down. Now, this isn't a team building exercise. This is true leadership, leading from regulation. So you didn't get into healthcare to run on empty, and you don't have to lead that way either. If this landed, if some part of you just went, oh, that's exactly what's happening inside me. That's exactly what's happening at my practice. Then this is your signal, and it's not a coincidence. I hold space for exactly this, high-achieving professionals ready to lead from clarity and courage, instead of cognitive overdrive. There's a link in the description for a complimentary clarity call. I call it the pause that changes everything. And it's exactly that. So regulate first, lead second, everything else follows. Cheers. Thanks for stepping into the lab with me today. If this session added something useful to your toolkit, like, subscribe, or pass it along to a fellow explorer. And until next time, tend your vitality. Everything grows from there.